All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. That's what I hear. People in their house put the hands in the air. That's a girl. We all get it out there. I'm so freak. To the stakes. Show some for your face. So the business your face. So where the fuck you at? Oh, shut the fuck up. Back the fuck up. We this track up. Okay, go. Go up. Go. Go into the man up. Go sit up. What's that? Think you gonna do? Say like, but no, I'm some better get some better meat and get some better round. We got the keys and I get it 24/7, never begging for a paycheck. Old school soldiers laughing at our shit. Shit, and back in the Muslim. Go, go, test take a break, go pay it off. Go, test it, go, pay it off. Go, no, see it off. Go, no, hey, all right. Nothing like coughing to get things started, huh? All right. Nobody's talking. That's all right. Can you guys hear me or do I need to play more music? It's better that you just tell me because if not, then what I'll have to do is go dig out my headphones. I don't know where they're at right now and plug into another device and check. And then you guys are just going to be stuck sitting here. By the way, if you're noticing right now, I got my webcam on. I'm at the beach right now. I'm on vacation in Hawaii. I didn't want to take a cruise and get stuck on a ship or anything like that. So I flew to Hawaii for a vacation.
Yeah, it may have been distorted as hell for you, but sounded good to me. I don't know what the audio was doing. You gave me a 69, a big Joe Camus, too low Joe, 6 foot below Joe. All right, well then at least you can hear me. So how's everybody doing? How you doing? There's so much to talk about. Where do I start? See what's going on my phone here though, real quick. All right, just gonna close this YouTube thing right here. So where do we start? Do we start with Mark talking about he's going to be smacking people around? Where do we start? Hmm. Then the Jake debacle. Jake, man, you live in government housing? Hi, Oda. You doxed yourself, Jake. You know it's just a matter of time before the trolls figure you out. And you're sitting there going, "Oh, it's no big deal. They can't do nothing to me. They can't do nothing to me." Yeah, Elbow used to say that too, and you've seen how that worked out for him. Just saying. Just saying, my friend. I mean, I really don't care either way. I just got a funny feeling that you are definitely going to reap what you have sown. But I guess everybody's hooting and hollering about doxing. That's another one. We can talk about that too. But the state of the stupid. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I don't know where the hearts are coming from, but I like the hearts. Next time, next time you're in some idiot's stream and he's saying "Show me love," just show him the hearts. That's what they're wanting. Sorry, I got a cough. But I was reaping down on my steamroller while that music was going. So, can you imagine if they were here even 5 years back? Who are you talking about, Oda? The stars or the hearts? But anyways, let's talk about clip channels. Okay, Oda's been around a long time, so Oda's might remember this. Let's talk some boy shit. As a matter of fact, before we even go down this road, where's Mark? Because I know old Casper hasn't been outside of whatever he's living in, whether it be a trailer or a barn or somebody's back porch or whatever. Where's Mark? Because he seems to be the big whiner of this stuff. But let's get into this clipping thing, and then Stewie, because Stewie's a big clip channel and everything else. You know what? I support Stewie 100% as far as clipping goes. But let's talk old school boy. Now, before I say this, Mark will have no idea about any of this. After I say it, all right. After I say it, then the cat will be out of the bag, and then Mark will try to lay claim to it. But just know that he heard it here first. Who are you going to get, Oda? Mark? Hey, let me drop the link in the side chat. just in case I need to address somebody personally. Let me do this. Shabbat Shalom. All right. Bam. Just like that. Right. For some reason, it's not letting me pin again, but that's okay. The link's there. Ask Mark when that CD's being released. Yeah, I got a lot of questions for Mark. But see, Mark talks all this fiction. We're gonna stop the fiction on that too. And then we'll roll into the old school Boyd OG stuff. But let's start with that. See, Mark keeps running around going, yeah, I got this big record deal and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Well, here's how it works. Because Mark's a bum, basically. I mean, he's a beggar. What's that? What's happening, Derby? Mark's a beggar. But here's how it works in the recording industry, Marky Sparkles, Marky Fairy Tinsel Pants. The record company gives you an advance. An advance isn't free money, it's a loan that you got to pay back. Now, a record company is only going to give somebody, sign an artist and give them an advance if they see a potential to make a substantial profit off of them. I do not see any potential in Mark. The only P word I see in Mark is pussy and punk, and not necessarily in that order. But to run with his narrative for a fleeting moment, Mark, if you've got a record deal, let's see the contract. You can show your contract. Show us bank statements where the money's been wired into your accounts. If you're so rich, dude, because I mean, listen, you lie. We know you're lying. You know you're lying. I know you're lying. You know I know you're lying. I mean, the gig's always with you. You think, I mean, you're stupider than Dave, stupider than LCD. I shouldn't say stupider because it's not a word. I guess it's hi, Elena. It's a little weird, but I mean, you're just a fucking sweaty looking Twinkie with glasses, dude. Seriously. When I think of you, I think of Casper the Ghost because you never go outside. You're always in the house, but then you're probably afraid somebody's going to crack you in your head and run in your yap like you do. It probably would if they get a hold of you. But here's the deal, Mark. You talk about how you're Billy Badass and everything else. I'll throw you the same invite that I threw Elbow. Anytime you want to sign a release and get in a cage with me, Mr. Big Guy, we can do that. That's not a problem. You just got to sign that release so I don't go to jail for fucking beating your ass. That's all you got to do. And I'm not going to lie to you or anything like that. This is all verifiable information. You sit there and you say you're 7 foot, you're 8 foot, you're 2 foot. You can't make up your mind what you are. I'm 6'4" the last time I was measured, and probably weigh about 230 pounds. And I beat the fucking brakes off you, dude. So anytime you want to like really prove your Billy Badass shit, sign a release, homie. We can get in a cage. I just want to lock on a cage so nobody can save you once we get in there. And then it's all legal. But then, like I said, we've addressed his bravado. Let's move on. We talked about his recording contract. Let's move on. And I don't pay attention to backstage or anything like that. So if somebody's backstage, you're gonna have to tell me. You guys are gonna have to tell me or whatever. I can still see the side chat, I guess. So I might be all right. So, anyways, let's talk about clip channels. Clips. Let's talk OG Boy. Back in the day, the originator of the clip chats. I mean, the clip channels, the original OG clip channel was Mike Mundane. That's what the name of the channel was. It was Mike Mundane. And this is where it all started. I think Stewie was around during that time, so he can verify what I'm saying. But if he can't, there's others that have been around that can. I know for a fact Cameo can. I know for a fact Vegas Vixen can. I'm pretty sure Vegas Barbie can. There's a bunch of them. But anyways, that's where it came from. And basically what would happen is this channel would clip your shit, your fuckery, whatever, and it would expose your ass. That's where it all came from. And the only people that had a problem, all right, there's one right there, Debbie Ariola. I know she remembers Mike Mundane. What's happening, GT? And the only people that had a problem with Mike Mundane were the people getting clipped. Now, the thing of it is I got to ride with my man Stewie no matter what. Because he's gangster. I got to ride with him. But the thing of it is it's like this, man. If you get and I've been clipped myself. If you get clipped and you get pissy about it, that's on you. Because if you can't handle that shit, you shouldn't be saying it. But that's where that all originates from, is the Mike Mundane channel. And what ended the Mike Mundane channel, and it was a good clip channel. All you people that are clipping, that think you're clipping, and Stewie even admitted, Mike Mundane had skills. That was the best clip channel ever. But Mike Mundane got doxed out. They figured him out. Now, I haven't been paying attention to the Dateline thing, whatever. I mean, and there was a point in time where recently that I subbed to it and then I unsubbed to it because it was like, all right, let's see what's going on. And then maybe I'm just out of the loop, but some kind of fucking weird avant-garde style videos started showing up on there. And I'm like, nah, I got to bail on this. Thought Sig started the Voight. No, Sig didn't. Sig didn't start the Voight. Sig was never even accepted into the Voight, really. Nobody was down with Sig. Actually, if you want to talk origin, the actual real deal Holyfield origin of Voight, here's my best guess on when it started. I came around in 2015, early in 2015. That, maybe March, something like that, whatever. And it was later on after that, shortly later after that, that the puppet guy started calling it the Voight. Sig's still around. Him and JP are I don't know. They were together for some. I don't know if they were just meeting up or they were back together or just hanging out or what the deal was, but they're still around. Yeah, Jimmy Rance. Yeah, because Jimmy Rance got busted out on it. See, that's the thing. Mark thinks he's, going to pull all this guitar shit and everything else. And he doesn't know nothing about Jimmy Rance. He doesn't realize that he's trying to play something that's already been done. It's already been watched, rinse, and repeat. Yeah, Sig and Tony Mullins were friends. Tony Mullins died and Sig took over the channel. He got a hold of the channel. Yeah, Otis, right? Vlogger puppets. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah, Sig. Listen, I mean, people hate me for saying this, but Sig is boring as fuck, man. I'd rather watch paint dry. I don't watch none of that shit. Boring. Sorry. Not sorry. Just being honest. Constructive criticism. But you got to keep in mind, I mean, I was rolling back in the boy days, so I mean, I've seen everything and then some. I don't know. I never really was a Tony Mullins watcher. All right, have a nice one, Debbie. Thanks for stopping by. But that's where the clip channels originated from. It all spun off of Mike Mundane, and then you had other people trying to do it. Some were successful, some weren't as successful. But see, what you got to keep in mind is the Voight was a small group of people. It wasn't a lot of people. There's 100 people to sit over at we'll just say Billings for the sake of argument. There's 100 people to sit over in Billings and say, "Oh, I'm Voight, I'm Voight, I'm Voight," and out of those 100 people, there might be five. Voight was a small community. It originally was an RV slash prepper slash transgender community. So you're thinking it's time for, yeah, I think it's time for a 10-year reunion, Oda. Listen, there's some people from back in the day that I'd love to get up on panel again. I'm telling you right now, if fucking Jeff ever showed up backstage, I'd bring Jeff up in a New York Minute. I love Jeff. I'd bring up Jeff, I'd bring up Cameo. I the girl, she hates my guts. I love her to death. She's a sweet girl, but she hates my guts. I can't think of her damn name now. Um, she's up in Canada. Her and Cameo had they're friends, or at least last time I talked to them, they were friends. But they go way way back. There's some stories between those two that have you laughing your ass off. God damn it, I can't think of her name now. You guys help me out. Girl lives up in Canada. She's funny as hell. Her and Cameo used to go back and forth. Her, Cameo, and Jeff. Kelly, no. Yeah, Jeff. You know what? That's the fucking comment right there. Jeff's granddaughter is more white than people claiming it right now. Exactly. Oh my God. Oh, why doesn't this let me pin? I can't pin that, but that's the comment of the day. Listen, to be honest with you, Dave probably still is around. He just got smart and said, "You know what? I'm never coming out underneath again," because he got burnt by that candy chick. Well, Elena, I haven't talked to Lindy in, oh God, it's been months since I've talked to her on the phone, and it's probably been a week since I texted her or whatever. So go over and show her some love on her page. I know she had mentioned something about possibly doing some videos, so show her some love on her page, and maybe she'll come back. CD is probably still hiding from Amex. He probably filed bankruptcy. I don't want to get into what she is doing, but the last time I communicated with her, she had mentioned something up that she was doing that would probably tie up a lot of her time, not in a bad way, in a good way, a positive way. So, but I'm not putting her business out there on Front Street. So it's Elvis Camperman. I don't know that. I never heard he was in Mexican jail. I'm surprised. I'm just going to be honest. I'm surprised Elbow doesn't have AIDS by now. Good old Jerry Volmer. Sorry. Yep. I was just thinking of him the other day, RV Prepper Wayne. That's an old name that hasn't been mentioned in a long time. Yeah, I liked Sunny too. There was a part of me that I liked her, I could talk to her. But I was a little brash for her, I think. But she actually helped me, like saying some stuff to me one time. Yeah, Camo Dave was all right. See, the thing of it is, and I mean, rest in peace, buddy. But the thing of it is because of the elbow thing and the way the clip channel thing evolved, there was a lot of clip channels that I just didn't watch. I didn't acknowledge them or anything like that because it was just, and I mean, no offense against anybody, but it's just like, dude, I mean, why don't you get your own ideas? Why don't you know what I'm saying? Because it was just all the same shit, and everybody was doing the same thing, and it's like, but see, the clip channels, the purpose of the clip channels was to call people out on their bullshit. And the thing about it is it's like, well, if your buddy gets called out on some bullshit or whatever, I mean, you can be ride or die, you can be their buddy or whatever, but you can't be mad at somebody laying out you can't be mad at somebody laying out the truth about what you did or what you said. And then all the doxing. This is all the whining, and everybody's whining about doxing and everything else. So listen, first of all, and I'm just speaking from my own experience, and I'm not trying to play Billy Badass or anything like that, but I've had people to talk about they're coming to get me, and they're here, and they're there, and they're going to do this, and they're going to do that, and they had my docs, and da 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 da, and everything else, and nobody's really going to do anything. And the only thing that's ever going to happen to you is if you do stupid stuff, giving them an angle that they can cause problems for you. Okay. But if you don't give them any angles, there's really nothing they can do. Like me, for example, I'm pretty much a ghost now. Nobody knows where I'm at. Nobody. But even if they did, I mean, what could they do? Could they send a pizza here? Do you think, oh, yeah, we'll really get him because he'll never be able to order pizzas? Well, I really don't order pizzas anyway. And normally, if I do, I'll just drive to the pizzeria that I like, which isn't necessarily the one that's closest to here. It's probably a mom and pop place that you wouldn't be able to find anyway, and pick up my pizza anyway because I wouldn't want to pay for delivery and I want to pick it up as soon as it's ready so it's nice and hot. So, I mean, you really wouldn't affect my life. Yep, MB. MB's a sweetheart. I hope she's okay. I heard she passed away, but God, I hope not. I heard she passed. Damn, I hope not. She's a sweet lady. I love her to death. I was wanting her to help me bring a weekly panel or something back, but it just nobody seems interested. Tobacco Row, hi there, Oda May. Jeff, why don't you come up on panel? No, I'm not living in a van, Hainer. I'm in an apartment. Jefferson T. Rowe. I think Colleen's probably still out there. Jeff, I dropped a link. Come up, brother. I'd love to have you. But no hater. Actually, I'm in an apartment. I'm sitting in my dining room at my laptop right now, looking across my apartment at my desktop, sitting there, turned on and everything. I just got to hook up my webcam and my my wireless antenna, for lack of a better term. I think Guns is still around too. It's all good, Jeff. I just see you're always welcome, so it's not a big thing. I'll tell you what though, Jeff, I was in the dispensary the other day and they had clones in there. And I mean, I hate paying $30 for a clone because that's what they wanted was $30, but they had clones in there. And I mean, I could set up a plant in my living room, just a nice for some nice greenery, not really try to flower it out per se. I got my lights and everything, so you never know. I could throw a little LED. But I just got my electric bill today, so that kind of sucked. It's my second electric bill. My first one was fine. This one kind of sucked, but it's still fine. My electric bill was $183 for a one bedroom apartment. But I have an electric stove, and then I turned my air conditioner on high in May and left it running, and it's been running ever since. So the air conditioner's constantly blasting. Yeah, that's right. Colleen's in Hawaii. Go to her channel. She's probably got videos about that. Sorry, I'm a little cooked today because I was at my fake job, so I'm kind of tired too. Jeff says I got a bad spider problem and had to give it up. Jeff, there's a way around that, but you got to stay on it. All you got to do is get you some neem oil. Jeff, I would dox myself to you privately and pay you for some of your tobacco just to sample. Draveet says in San Francisco, my studio electric is $300 a month. Damn. Yeah, Rosie detransitioned. I commented on a video of hers a while back, and she responded. I'd love to talk to her too. Rosie lost her tits. Anyone seen them? I don't know, Derbeat. I'm still looking for Cat's missing nipple. Not that she needs it anymore, but I'm still looking for it. Well, let me say this last thing about the clip channel thing while I'm on that. Bottom line is this. The only clip channel that I watch is Stewie. Because and he's my boy, like I said, but the thing of it is he just clips it, throws the shit out there. He doesn't put his opinion out there. He doesn't, and I like sometimes when people do the video thing where I mean it, they really put him up on the cross like Jesus. I like that, but The thing of it is the way Stewie does it is he's like, listen, man, I'm just clipping your shit and I'm putting it out there. I'm not giving you my opinion. None of that stuff. I'm just throwing your shit out there and we'll see where it lands. Yeah, Cooper's been dead 3 years. Anisha was watching Elbow cook boil the steak. Jeff says it's just life. It was catching up too many cars. House is fixed. It's like cat's nipple and a TV commercial for ravioli. Yeah, Jeff, I know you've probably seen the comments. Somebody said that your granddaughter was more Blade than half these people, or most of these people claiming Blade. Jeff says, I'm in your messages on X-Force. Okay, Jeff, I'll get into the messages. I'm piggybacking right now, so I can't really get to them, but I'll get to them. I really haven't been going on X in a long time, but I'll get in there. Like I said, I'm not living in the van anymore. I actually got an apartment and I got some stuff going on, but I actually got a really posh ass apartment. I had to move everything in and I'm not turning the cams on until I got everything put away, and I've got just about all of it put away. I got to hang a couple more pictures, just a couple little finishing touches, and then I'll turn the cam on. But the dog's doing fantastic. Yes, listen, man, Stewie's my guy, flat out. Stewie's my guy. You know, Mark's been running his mouth. I seen that shit where Mark was running his mouth saying Stewie knew that Just Lurking was a dude. No, he didn't, man. Stewie's my guy. I'm telling you, I was there. I was around. I talked to Lindy. I know the whole story, everything like that. Stewie did not fucking know. Mark's just talking out of his ass again. For lost his $1,500 St. Jude's contribution by giving it to a guy who used the funds to buy a speedboat. Tucker? Well, he last I heard he was off trying to find another community to fleece. So you have someone to mow your grass. Yep. And I got a wonderful dog that rescued me. I got a 7-year-old silver lab that's 95 pounds. It's a female. And she rescued me. It's been about 2.5 months now. And she is an absolutely wonderful dog. She had a dumb name, so I renamed her. Like, I mean, it was all right, I guess, but I renamed her. I called her Scooby. She's Scooby Doo now. But she's a wonderful dog. She seems very, very protective over me. And, and I'm not, I'm a little concerned because the other day I was in bed, she was laying in bed with me, and she heard something she didn't like, which, isn't always that common. She heard something she didn't like, and I started to get up, but before I could get up, she pounced across me. I was laying on my back. She pounced across me and was holding me down, looking at because I was in my bed, and she was looking at the doorway, holding me down, growling at the doorway, and the hair on her back, the back on her back was standing straight up. And I'm sitting there going, man, somebody tried to mess with me. This dog would go ape shit. But she's a sweetheart of a dog. Yeah, Wog lost his mind 100%. I agree with that, Odom. Jerry Vollmer, and if you ask Lindy she'll eat crow and she'll tell you, not that she has to eat the crow per se, but you know what I mean. If you ask Lindy, she will tell you and a couple others. I said long before that shit happened, I was like, man, he's a fucking scammer. He's a piece of shit. Da, 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 and nobody wanted to listen to me. And ironically, Elbow was the one that called him out on the scamming in the first place. Elbow was the one because he was doing the St. Jude thing, and Elbow was like, well, if you're going to donate to St. Jude's, why do you got to give it to him? Why can't you just go straight to St. Jude's and donate it? Ooh, that. Lisa, hey, Boris. Coco says, Wolf, I hope you're well. I'm so happy you got a rescue. Adam K says, how you doing, Boris? I'm doing all right. Like I said, I'm home from work at my fake job, but I'm doing all right. Well, he was jealous because somebody else was getting money. I mean, honestly, that's what it was. But he was the one that called him out on it, and he had a point. Now I know it was Cat Riley, the girl I was talking about in Canada that hates me. I love her to death. It's Cat Riley. I hope she's doing all right. Jeff, if you're still in here, is Cat doing okay? Oh, I'm sorry, Oda. I'm sorry, Oda. You'll see him at the Rainbow Bridge, though. Are you happy? I'm as happy as I could be, I guess. I mean, there's always room for improvement. There's always other things in my life that I'd love to have that I don't have, but it is what it is. What do they say when when all you got is lemons, make lemonade or whatever? I'm good. It's all good. I just think he's a piece of shit for doing that in the name of sick children. I mean, well, it's like this dog. I mean, the thing of it is, and I'm just being completely honest. Yeah, Cat was a drinker. I can't say she wasn't, but you know what? She's a sweet woman. She's a nice girl. She's got a good heart. Yeah, I believe in Rainbow Bridge too. But see, here's the deal. I wasn't, I'm not gonna spill all my business out there or anything like that, public. But um, and Lisa, I hope you're doing well. By the way, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I hope everything is well with you. I stopped smoking cigarettes. It's been a couple weeks since I've had cigarettes. I stopped smoking cigarettes, and when I moved in this apartment, I was like, I'm not even gonna smoke in the apartment. So, I mean, you come in here right now, it reeks like weed. Well, it reeks like weed in here all the time, but I don't, I haven't smoked cigarettes in here. But like I said, once I get my stuff put away, I'm gonna kick the webcams on and stuff like that, and let you guys see what's doing. I think it looks pretty nice in here. The guy that delivered my furniture before I even had everything up, he was like, "You're gonna make this place look really cool." I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much." But with the dog, the thing of it is I mean, I was just doing my thing, for lack of a better term. I won't talk about anything other than that, but I was just like doing my thing, and the dog just kind of fell in my lap, and somebody had said, "Hey, I have a dog that needs a home," and I'm like, "Okay, what kind of dog?" Or I can't remember how it happened to be, but I told him, I said, he told me what kind of dog it was. I hadn't even seen the dog. I said, "I'll take the dog, sight unseen. I don't need to see her or anything. I'll take her, whatever it is. I'll take her." And it turns out, beautiful dog, smart as hell. She had me cracking up the other day, about a week back, because she was looking at me about something. And see, the thing of it is she's 7 years old, so you get a dog It's like you got to figure things out. When I got her, I knew that she could sit and I knew that she could shake hands. That was about it. Well, now I know if I tell her to lay down because she's sassy and she's bossy and very stubborn, if I tell her to lay down, she'll lay down and, settle down a little bit and stuff like that. But the thing of it is that, I got to figure out what this dog knows how to do, what commands, da 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 da, whatever. And she was looking at me, and I know it was just a fluke thing, but I'm like, do you know karate? Because I was just trying to think, what can I tell this dog? So I'm like, do you know karate? She barked at me. Even the silver stacking community can go to shit hater, but I'm still stacking. You know what, Jeff? Stack like your life depends on it, bro. There's nothing wrong with stacking. If you can't afford gold, silver's the way to go, but either one. What do you collect, Jeff? Those silver dollars? What is here for us? No, actually, I'm not, Adam. The weed here is so damn cheap. It's cheaper to buy it than it is to grow it, basically. I still got my lights and a lot of my equipment and stuff like that. I mean, I got rid of my tents, but I still got my lights. So I could feasibly throw a little LED light up and have a nice plant, just like one little plant just for ambience. Silver is actually better right now with all the tech. Silver is really going up. Yeah, I haven't been watching it, but she's right about the silver thing because the thing of it is that a lot of silver is used in technology. It's gold too, really, but gold is so damn expensive. Yeah, my granny gave me a green thumb. You guys are gonna shit too when I turn the webcam on. I have 18 little ladies just waiting for October. Man, that's gonna be a crop. Well, see, here's what I've been doing. What I do, because there's dispensaries everywhere here now, everywhere. So it's like right now, the stuff I'm smoking on is called Friday Funk or something like that, or Freaky Funk or whatever. It's all right. I mean, it's good weed, but I got it in a deal. But after I get through with this right here, I got a couple. I could probably, I don't know. It's probably maybe. Let me look. I probably got a quarter. Yeah, that's about a quarter. I got about a quarter left out of this ounce, and after I get through with this, I got some really good, frosty looking shit. I got an ounce in a jar. And then I got a whole bunch of other shit in this ammo box that I got. But anyways, what I've been doing, I go to my posts on my YouTube. I got pictures up there. I just put one up there the other day. Help with this disabled woman who can't afford a psych for both of us. There you go, Adam. Rock on, brother. I try to take care of, people in different ways whenever I can. I got a neighbor that just moved in. Guy, he doesn't have anything. It's like, here, dude, I got some extra stuff. I gave him like a plastic shelf set of shelves I didn't need, and then I gave him a storage tub, and I gave him a liquor bottle lamp that I had made because he didn't have a lamp. It's like, here, take this, dude. But Okay, not sure which is the safest dispensary here. We're dealing with poison, tried illegal. Ah, well, I plan on giving you a whole lot more entertainment, Hayner. Trust me. Well, what I've been doing, because there's dispensaries everywhere, and weed is so cheap, is what they do is like the last time I went to a dispensary, since it was my first time with them, they give me 30% off whatever I buy. So I go in there and they have a deal that they like, so I'll get like an ounce of weed, and then I'll get like these I don't know what you call them. I call them Muhammeds. They're these little disposable. The one I got right now is sour diesel, super sour diesel. It's a vape, weed vape or whatever, and this is like 2 grams in this thing. There's a lot in there. It lasts a while. They're like $20. So I'll get an ounce of weed. They'll have like an ounce of weed for $100. I'll get an ounce of weed, and then I'll get two of those 2 grammer things. And because I spent $100, then they give me like stuff on top of it, a bunch of freebies plus 30% off. So I go in there and I spend like $110, and I get an ounce of weed, two of those 2 gram Muhammeds, and then they give me like a CBD THC beverage in the can. I haven't tried it yet. It's in my refrigerator. They gave me an infused pre-roll, an eighth of weed, gummies. They gave me all this free shit on top of it. So what I do is I just go to a different dispenser every time. He says, "Poor shoes, show receipts." And say, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, listen, I'm not bragging or nothing like that, saying, "Look at me, I'm a baller." I'm just saying, look at the deal that I got. And I blazed all that shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been thinking of, I've been thinking about getting my man that I know from my fake job. I've been thinking about getting him because you know what? He would probably come online. But the thing of it is I could he's a special kind of dude, but he's cool. He'd be good entertainment. Let's just put it that way. He'd be good entertainment. He lives in a tent. But yeah, but you know what, Lisa? I'm gonna send you pictures of my poochie because she's so precious. You're gonna melt. I'm telling you right now. When I turn the webcam on and you see her with me, you're gonna melt. You're gonna be like, oh my God. I think they call that imprinting, but she's imprinted on me. So you work. So your work title is fake employee. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I kind of stocked up. So I got like this little plastic ammo box. It's like full of joints and gummies and all kinds of shit that they've given me. W2 won't accept that. Well, you know what? Here's the reality of this. This is all I'm gonna say. I don't care. Think what you want, whatever. I think. How can I say this? Well, let me just put it to you like this. Years ago, a friend of mine said something to me. He said, and I'm not lying about this. He said, you're amazing. He says, you're the only guy I've ever met. You're like a cat, no matter what happens. Every time you get thrown out a window, you always manage to land on your feet. And I'm like, yeah, you're right about that. I think I'm back. You guys can hear me now, right? Yeah, you guys can hear me now. I'm back. I'm sure of it. It's a good treat to have horse. Yeah, but Lisa, the thing of it is it's fucking terrifying, man. 'Cause the thing of it is, I've been flung out of a lot of windows. That ain't bragging either. It's unfortunate, but you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, I'm good now. Listen, I'm good, and I'm always going to be good no matter what, because even when I'm not good, I'm still going to be good. Life is tough. That's right. Nobody said it was easy, but at the end of the day, and it's not like, getting all philosophical and shit like that, but it's like, listen, man, you're gonna get knocked down in life. The thing of it is you got one of two choices, either get back up or roll under. I'm not gonna roll under. For whatever reason, I'm not built that way. You want to know what the worst thing happening to me, Boris? My waterbed sprung a leak. It's just a sub. But you know what? Waterbeds suck, Jeff. I'm sorry. They suck. Yeah, I'm sure you love your waterbed and everything like that, but they're uncomfortable to me. Well, I spent a couple nights on my couch probably last week because I had a whole bunch of stuff on my bed, but I've since cleared it all off. But after I get off this stream, I'm going to send you some pictures, Lisa. I'm pretty sure I still have your phone number. What's happening, chicken? I'm not gonna spam the link in the chat, but just know I'm on Zoom, so at any time you guys see me on Zoom or whatever you want to come up, depending on who you are, you can always come up. I love mine. I feel like crap. I need my backpack. I got a sleep number there. Awesome. You know what, Lisa? I got a queen size bed, and it's got to be the cheapest bed in the world. I'm seriously, it's got to be the cheapest bed in the world. But I sleep great on it. And the bed is so cheap that when I bought sheets for it, so I had to buy a set of I had to buy a set of sheets for it initially. And when I bought sheets for it, without thinking, I bought queen size sheets, and I got the sheets with the extra deep pockets. Because I'm used to sleeping on a pillow top. I had a pillow top before. I put this sheet on, and I'm like, man, this sheet's way too big for this bed. I'm like, did they give me the wrong size bed? I can't figure it out. And then I thought about it. It's like, yeah, it must be that because the mattress isn't as thick as a pillow top. It must be that I just bought the wrong sheets. Oh, the pup's doing great, chicken. There's actually, I counted the other day, there's 8 stray cats around here. And I'm gonna buy some food. I'm gonna start leaving food out for them too. I mean, they're getting fed, but I'm gonna feed them too because we pretty much got a cat sanctuary here now. But She's doing good. She always wants to see the cats though. And I don't know if she wants to play with them or eat them because she wants them in the worst way, but I won't let her get them, obviously. But she always wants to see the kitty cats. Yeah, well, see, I bought the deep sheets, not thinking. And I think I just got like a regular bed. I'm not complaining. It was free, but it was brand new, but it was free. But yeah, heater. I got everything, apartment, living room set, furniture. I gotta buy another desk. So I don't have that glass desk anymore. I gotta buy another desk. Right now I just got like a little 5 foot table that my computer's sitting on, which I mean it'll work, but I want something more pimped out. I seen something on Amazon. I was gonna order it and I screwed around and didn't order it, and then they discontinued the item, and I haven't sat and went through and tried to find anything else that it was cheap. It was a nice desk. It was like $100. It was cheap, but for whatever reason they discontinued it. All right, Adams, thanks for stopping by. I'm down to one stray cat, one baby possum, and a large raccoon at Jenkins. Lisa, she totally is. I'm telling you, when you see the way this dog reacts to me, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Seriously. You have to see it, but when I sit down on the couch and she gets up there with me, what she does, you're gonna be like, that's so precious. She's just a big ass cuddle bug. She's a 95 pound cuddle bug. That's what she is. It's hilarious. I'm glad everything is going well. Have you talked to Wendy recently? If so, how's she doing? Uh, as far as I know, she's doing good. I haven't heard from her in probably about a week. I haven't talked to her on the phone in months, but I haven't heard from her in text in probably about a week. So and I had mentioned it earlier. I'm not gonna put her business out there, but I think from what she was telling me, she's busy with some stuff that's definitely a positive thing for her life. So I always believe we find the right ones for us. Yeah, she definitely is a sweetheart, and she definitely would. She's real happy with me. I mean, I'm not trying to be arrogant or nothing like that, but I mean, she's rich. She seems like she's really, she seems like she's going to keep me, basically. So, but she's a very smart dog. She'll come up like where I'm sitting at right now. I'm sitting right next to my refrigerator. You'll see what I'm talking about when I kick the cams on. But she'll come up and she'll be looking at me, and she'll look at me. And I'm watching her. She'll look at me and then she'll shoot her eyes up to the top of the refrigerator and then look up there and then she'll look at me. And then she'll look at the refrigerator and then she'll look at me. And it's because she wants what's up there. Yeah, they definitely choose us. She chose me. But she pulls, oh my God, she's so strong. She's way stronger than that Samoyed I had. She pulls, but she's a total sweetheart. But I'm telling you, if somebody came here and tried to come in this apartment, they get eat up. I'm not even worried in the least bit. You say you should be careful with the lab teeth. Yeah, well, see, I'm pissed right now, and she's not happy about it, so I'm gonna have to do something. I ordered her dog food from Amazon, and it's good dog food. I thought I ordered the same shit that I've been buying when I go and I buy it locally. I was being lazy, and I was like, you know what? Why go through all that hassle when I can just have it deliver it, and the bag's right in front of the door. and I buy 40-pound bags. So I bought this bag of dog food. And all the pieces on it in it are really small, like for a small dog. And it's like, what the hell is this? And she's she's not really grooving on it. And sometimes she gets a little crazy with it. I feed her twice a day, and she's a little chow hound. So I'll be careful; they can dislocate your wrist. Well, here's what I did. I have her in a harness, and then I bought her. And she looks good in it too. I wanted to get something more bougie, but I didn't. They didn't have anything at PetSmart, and I haven't really seen anything online. I wanted to get her one of those big balling ass fake gold chains, but I bought her one of those Kong collars, a black Kong collar, and she looks really good in it. And I got a harness for her, so when I take her out, I hook her to the harness. But I bought a Kong leash too. It's a real good leash, so that you can. It's like a 6 foot leash. You can let her run the whole length of the 6 foot leash, or it's got a spot on the leash where you can choke them up and keep them right next to you. But it's a real good leash. And then I also have her a vest. I bought her a vest because, as far as anybody's concerned, she's a service animal, and she's my service animal. And I got her a real nice Kong vest too, so she's good to go. And then we haven't done it yet, but I've got one of those sticks that you buy. It's got the tennis ball in it, so you can throw it. You can whip the ball out. I've got one of those brand new. We went to the dog park once, and she started getting aggressive towards these dogs they were friendly and stuff like that. And I don't know if she didn't want them around me or she didn't like the dogs or whatever, but she started getting aggressive, and it was hot. So it's like, all right, we're gonna go home. So I took her home. I'm just waiting for it now to cool off a little bit more. Once it's cool, like I'm off tomorrow, so maybe early in the morning because I'll be up early as shit. Maybe early tomorrow, I'll take her to the dog park before it starts get too warm, and nobody will be there, and we'll do the little ball thing. So yeah, the Tucker thing. But she kind of is a service animal because the thing of it is it's like I've noticed she'll press up against me, like, and I don't know if it's like because I listen, man. I mean, everybody goes through ranges of emotions when I'm bummed out or whatever. Anybody that says they don't get bummed out about shit, you're lying. Well, like if I'm bummed out or whatever, sometimes it's weird. It's like she'll just kind of like start pressing up against me. So, but see, she pulls like crazy because somebody had her before me and they were in a wheelchair. And I don't know exactly what was going on in the home, but I suspect that the dog, either they surrendered the animal or the dog was taken from them because they couldn't take care of the dog, or something was going on, and there was some food aggression going on. But there's no food aggression going on here. I mean, she's cool as can be. Scooby, she kind of really don't respond to names too much. I mean, she knows I'm talking to her. Come here, baby. Scooby Doo. I know she's not far away. I bet you. When you see my apartment, you'll understand what I'm saying. Right now, you don't, but I guarantee when I stand up, she's not far away. She's on the other side of the counter. I just can't see her. I'm sitting. Oh, I'm wrong. She knows where I'm at, though. Let me see if I can see her. Well, now I gotta go look because I can't see her. Where you at, Scooby? I got something for the baby. Got a big wolf too. I'm gonna make her wolf. Come on, you know what this is. Are you a good girl? I know. I got the paws. I got the toe beans. You want this? Is this what you want? No, you gotta speak. I don't even know if you know what that word is. Let's find out together. Speak. Well, if you don't know it, we're gonna teach you. You say woof, woof, speak. Woof. Can you speak? You want this? Oh my goodness, it's good. You're not even gonna give me woof, make your little cameo appearance, little debut on the tubes, so that you can be more Voight than Mark? Yes, I know. Well, you want this? I'm gonna make you now because I know you're stubborn. You want this? Tell me. Speak. 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 Oh, speak. Do you want this? Say, ruff, ruff. Speak. Don't make me bark at you, these people. Speak. Huh? Right. Speak. 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 Do the opposite of hush. Speak. You want this? You better. All I put the most on plate. You want this? We'll move Discord. You want this? Yes. 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 Speak. All right, I'm not going to make you do it. All right, go ahead. She's running off to eat it. Now that I've bored you to death. Can you set the treat on the top of her nose? No, not yet. Yeah, it's a good name for her because she kind of looks like Scooby Doo. No, I've thought about that, Jeff, but not yet. But the only treats that I have for right now, what I gave her was like this. It's an alternative rawhide. It's not a rawhide, but it's an alternative type thing to it. It says on the bag it's a chomping stick, like definitely bacon flavored, highly digestible. And then I give her vegan strips when I make, because I feed her twice a day when I make her dinner. Put her dinner in the bowl, and then I put a bacon strip on top of it. And then every now and then I'll give her a bacon strip. And then those bones, like I give her those bones like maybe one or two a week. Because it takes her about 15 or 20 minutes to eat them. She likes them though. I haven't done it yet, but she's gonna go bonkers when I give her a pig's ear. I guarantee it. Anybody that's got a dog, give them a pig's ear. They'll love it. Oh, I was gonna do some more trash stuff too, by the way, before I get out of here. I'm not gonna get like real, crazy on the trash stuff, but a couple of other things. I commented on somebody's, what was it, Luna's clip? She clipped Mark, or somebody she clipped. I commented on it, and then Bergtard wanted to come rolling in there with his 2 cents about uh, my affiliation with Lindy, and I'll just this is how I'll address it. Basically, the post that I've seen, it was a comparison between Les and Rachella, and it was more geared towards physical appearance. And my 2 cents is it doesn't matter to me what somebody looks like; it's what's in their heart. And then Bergs wanted to sit there and run his mouth about Lindy. Well, let me tell you something. Like I said, I haven't talked to her in a while or anything like that, but I know this girl. I know that girl well enough to know where her heart's at, and she is a good person. Okay. If she called you an SOB and you feel you were wronged or whatever the case may be, well, that's too bad. But she's a good person. And if she called you that or whatever, you probably deserve it. You probably pushed her to the point of her needing to express her feelings about you like that. So that's on you. But Briggs, you don't need to worry about me. You don't need to worry about Lindy. My understanding of it is your mammy and your daddy's selling that house or whatever. And they probably wised up and said, "Listen, we got to get away from this man child. Let's just go into a home." So you better figure out what you're going to do. Not worry about other people. And I'm not going to make a big issue of it, but since it kind of ties into it, I'll mention it. This is basically what happened. Okay, I think it was the last time I was live or whatever. Rachel's blocked, and she wanted to be unblocked, and I'm like, no, I'm not unblocking her because she blocked me at Barbies. I wasn't doing nothing to her, wasn't saying really nothing to anybody, and she blocked me at Barbies. And when she blocked me at Barbies, I just didn't say shit. I just went over to her channel, and said, "All right, well, I'll just block her." And then when she came onto my last stream, with the block thing, and then she came in with her other account, I blocked that one too. So this is a kind of one and done thing with her. Way back a long time ago, well, let me say it like this. I always tried to be cool with you. Never judged you, never had any ill will towards you, nothing like that. I always tried to be cool with you. For some reason, you decided to get out of pocket with me at one time with something that you know nothing about. I said, okay. I didn't say nothing. I said, all right. I just pretty much ignored you whenever you seen me around and you tried to talk to me. I seen you trying to talk to me and I just ignored you. I don't know if you got the hint or not or whatever. I don't know. But then you blocked me. I screenshot it. I threw it up there when you said, "Oh, I didn't block him. I would never block him." I said, "All right." I posted a screenshot. I left it at that, and I'm saying this now, and it's a one and done. Tried to be cool with you. For whatever reason, you didn't want that. You wanted this. You wanted it to be that. So what? Let's have it be that then. Okay. You just stay blocked. You go doing your thing. I really don't run in your circles anyway. There's a lot of channels that you guys run in, whatever. I don't even go to. I don't watch them. I don't watch your restreams, whatever. I don't got the time. I'm not gonna fuck them, say their content suck. I just don't got the time. And it's really not open because it's not like I established any kind of friendship or whatever with you or anything anyway. So it's you don't really need to be on my side of the fence. So oh, I gotta smoke some more weed. What else did I want to rant and rave about? Touched on the bird thing. Touched on Rachella. Mark. Oh, Mark. I see you running around now. You're like, oh, you're going to court. You're going to jail. The lawyer judge. Everybody's played that already too, man. You don't have money for any of that shit. All you is that I'm taking you to court, Mark. Slander, defamation of character. You're not going to get no money from anybody because you have to prove a monetary loss. If you make no money, there's no money for you to lose. She's getting her a big drink of water now because she ate her bone. You can probably hear her in the background. And let me throw this out there real quick too. This has been going on for a long, long time. All right, and I really don't give it any attention. Every now and then I do. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the other. But listen, this just lurking thing. Anybody that's been watching any of that or whatever, well, let me explain something to you. And this is how stupid just lurking is. He swore up and down the hackers, the police, the trolls, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. If they were able to hack your stuff, if people were hacking your stuff and they didn't want you around, they would do to you exactly what Kat Klein and Rory did to Lisa. God, I know you know her name. I can't think of her name now. It'll come to me maybe. If not, but it's fact and people will back it up. They had the password to her channel. She had a big channel. They went in there and changed the fucking password and deleted her channel. If the hackers wanted you gone and they had your shit, they would go in, change the password on your channel, delete your channel, and then you're done. So just that statement right there blows your whole theory completely out of the water. Yeah, Wendy Lee. That's right. I knew you would know that. Wendy Lee. Kat and Rory deleted Wendy Lee's channel, and that's because Rory had the password. Yeah, Lisa's OG boy. And just so you know, Lisa and Jeff, you guys probably, I took all the wrenches away. Nobody's got wrenches now because this is like back to the way when I very first started streaming. Except I'll have panels because back then back then it was very dangerous to have panels, and Lisa and Jeff know exactly what I'm talking about. And to think of it is with the Voight, the way everything was back in the Voight, these guys that claim Voight would not have even survived trying to get in to enter the Voight. You would have never been on panels. Everybody would have everybody would have had your number and it would have been over for you very quickly. So to claim you were a boy, no, sir, you're not. You would have never even made it in the door. Before things changed, there was ways of dealing with people like you, and it was very, very effective. Oh, how I wish it was still the same. And Lisa knows exactly what I'm talking about. So does Jeff. And Debbie Ariola, she knows too. Ah, tired for the job today. And I got to cook something to eat too, or I got to spend money. And I don't want to spend money. It's the same stuff happening in the Copper Cart rebuilding community just a few days back. Quaker on the still today. Yep. Well, yeah. Now you know what. This is something I wanted to talk about, and I mean this is some real deal shit. And you guys may agree with me on this. I may finally talk about something that somebody agrees with me with. YouTube is ruined now. It's really ruined, and I'll tell you why. AI has ruined YouTube. You see all these AI generated thumbnails for all these clickbait videos. Everything is clickbait now. Everything. Lisa, it's funny. I was thinking about you the other day, and you're gonna say, "Yeah, yeah, whatever, Boris." But no, I was thinking about you. I think it was yesterday. I was thinking about you with that picture of you and Marilyn Manson. I was telling somebody at work. I didn't say anything about you and Manson, but that picture came into my head. But I was talking to somebody at work, and we were talking about music, and I'm like, yeah, I met Dimebag, and I was front row